The Jarl has appointed me to be your Housecarl. It's an honor to serve you. Let's not waste any time.
Improved Housecarls and Hirelings mod for Skyrim Special Edition by Dr. Nukenstein. Mod demonstration video Argis The Bulwark.
I'm still here.
Now, he is, of course, the Housecarl from Markarth.
We've stopped. What is it?
Let's see. So what are you good at? He's level 18. I'm level 11, I believe. Yes.
Let's go.
Now, he is good at everything because he is a Housecarl, except for magic and sneak and light armor. Almost anything. He's good at almost anything. He's not quite dead yet. Right, so, of course, one-handed is good, two-handed's better, archery's good, heavy armor's good, block is good. It's all good. Now let's look at him in the creation kit. Now, originally, just like everyone else just about in the game, he was level matched to the player, but with a max level of 50. As well, his class was originally Combat Warrior one-handed. Now, Combat Warrior one-handed. This was okay-ish. But I made a custom class for Housecarls, the improved Housecarls and Hirelings Housecarl class. Now what this does, a more even leveling skill weights and attribute weights to health and stamina, 3 and 3 instead of 4 and 2, of the original of Combat Warrior one-handed, and even distribution of points to one-handed, two-handed, archery, and heavy armor, with 1 extra to block. So 6, 8. What I've seen from a lot of these other classes, for the most part of the ones that I did look at, they were sticking with 11 total points to distribute amongst 18 skills, because not everybody's going to have every skill. You know, smithing and pickpocket, you know, things that NPCs really can't use, except in scripted events. And you know, if it's a scripted event, they don't need skill, because the script says that it's going to happen. So anyway, so I'm sticking with that, those 11 points. I did find out later on, digging through some of the other classes, that some of them have 14, 15, or 18 points total. So I was like, man, but still, I didn't really want to jack them up too much. I mean, each one of these skill weight boxes can take 10, as a, you know, has a limit. Highest number it can take is 10. I did not really want to make, you know, Housecarls that badass. So, like I said, 2 points to one-handed, or 2 weight points to one-handed, two-handed archery, and heavy armor, and then 3 to block, because it's mostly with them about defending the Thane that they are assigned to, not so much being a aggressive, you know, a proactive combatant, you know. Oh, there's a guy that might be a bandit, let's go kill him, you know, that sort of thing. You know, that's what the player does, you know. Who's this guy running to me? Let's see, it could be the fugitive with something stolen, Or it could be the hunter that got bit by a vampire and just wants a cure disease potion. Man, I sniped that guy one time. I saw him come running towards me. I'm like, oh, here comes that damn fugitive again with something he stole. He's going to give me some crap. Oh, you snitcher. Snitcher, double cross me and I'll kill you. I mean it. Oh, yeah, well, I'm going to kill you next time I see you. So, guy comes running up to me. Oh, look, it's a fugitive. Doink, one hit kill. Go up there and check him, see what he's got, and it's a hunter. It's a hunter that had been bitten by a vampire. He was looking for a cure disease potion. I was like, oh damn, my bad, bro. So anyway, it's 1.7 times the player's level, like all Housecarls, and did give him, originally his combat style was human boss one-handed. Gave him the improved Housecarls and Hirelings Housecarl combat style. I mean, human boss one-handed was okay. I did edit this combat style to favor melee over ranged, and really that works for those that do have it. But Housecarls were given a custom Housecarl class, which has about the same settings, and this really does work for them well. It's only 1 point difference in both melee and ranged, which I'm just now noticing, or else I would have set them the same. But anyway, so they will favor melee over ranged, and then ranged over whatever's left. And that's really just for the Housecarls that are melee. There's one, Valdemar from Hearthfires. He's a spell sword. He's got his own, he's got a different combat style from this, because he has a different combat style. Now, this does allow dual wielding, and it fits for both one-handed or two-handed Housecarls. A couple of them are two-handers. Gregor from Hearthfires, and no, he's the only one, I believe, because Rhea from Hearthfires is dual wielding berserker melee forsworn type thing, combat style. So I don't remember if I made one of the Housecarls a two-hander or not, because usually they're all one-handed. And I still forgot to give that man a shield. No, he's got one. That's right. It comes with his outfit. So anyway, inventory. He does have the modified player Housecarl outfit, which has the pauldron armor, cuirass. He originally came with a steel sword. I gave him a leveled enchanted sword because, I mean, he's in Markarth, Dwemer Ruin, so there's, more of a chance that he would actually acquire an enchanted sword from there than, say, Whiterun, Rifted, something like that. I also gave him a leveled enchanted bow for the same reason, but steel arrows, because it would make sense to give him like Dwemer stuff, but then you've got Calselma who's like, oh, you've got Dwemer crap, let me buy it from you. So who's going to pass that up, right? I mean, dude pays top dollar. So anyway, he pays what you pay, okay? So anyway, he came with no perks, obviously, so I gave him the full stack that all Housecarls have. One-handed perks, two-handed perks, unarmed perks, heavy armor, archery perks, block perks, perks pertaining to swords, war axes and maces, great swords, battle axes, and warhammers, I mean, really, they can do it all. Now, since most Housecarls are Nords, the only exception being Rhea. Is she the only one? Yes, she's the only. Rhea is the only Housecarl who is not a Nord. Nords have a racial bonus of 15 points to two-handed. So, given that almost all the Housecarls are Nords, they do have that bonus to two-handed. Now, as I said, they do have their custom class, which gives them an even amount of weight and leveling points to both one-handed and two-handed. This puts their two-handed above everything else. Or this along with their racial bonus of two-handed, or two-handed, puts that above every other skill. Now, even though they're all set up for one-handed combat. Now, at most, just, scrolling through, putting in different levels here and watching the numbers change, at most, the difference between their one-handed and two-handed will be 6 points. And that's like once every, I think, 30 levels. So, and then for the others, it's like from 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40. Let's see. So that at level 10, his two-handed's 38, one-handed's 33. So at level 20, 6 points. His one-handed's 47, his two-handed's 53. But then you go to level 30, and 62 and 67. That's 5 different. So 40, 78 to 83. That's 5. Level 50, 95, 100. Okay, so that's going to be 5. And of course, level 60, both of them are maxed out. But at that, and I mean, you can check that. So at level 20, he was 6 points difference between one-handed and two-handed, but at level 21, it goes back to 5-point difference. Level 19, 198, that finger. Level 19, 5 points again. So there's some rounding going on there, up or down, one or the other. But at any rate, like I said, for the most part, their one-handed and their two-handed will only be 5 points apart. Now, that may be an issue in combat for them. I don't really know. I haven't walked anyone up from my level 10 to their peak. I've just been going around rounding them up and making these videos for them. So we've covered everything there. Now let's go to Volenrud. Well, let's check his.
I am sworn to carry your burdens.
All right. Pardon. So he's now doing Orcish. That's turn undead. Gee willikers. Man. And there's his armor. Yeah, see, whoops. Hey. I give him the pauldron armor instead of the regular non-pauldron. No enchanted doodads to help him on his way, except for his weapons here. Really don't like that turn undead on a weapon. I mean, I don't allow followers, magic using followers,
I am sworn to carry your burden.
to cast turn undead spell. I certainly don't want anyone and an Iron Mace of Weariness does the same damage, even though it's iron instead of orcish. Dang it. Ugh. So anyway,
let's go.
Hopefully he will hit them hard enough that they won't really run. They'll just like die. Because turn undead just causes problems. It drags stuff out forever. I see absolutely no use for it. Unless you're playing some Pinko pacifist playthrough, which Pac-Man, okay? No, wait, can't do that. It involves eating ghosts. So, play something child-friendly. So anyway, we're good. Yeah, let's go. So that was about a. Get my glasses here. Wow, 16-minute intro, almost 17-minute intro. But hopefully he will be able to just breeze through here, like the other Housecarls have. This will be no more than a 25-minute video. Yeah. Oh look, now it's got a sword. Yeah. But when I came through here with someone else, forget who now, was hoping to find them a sword. Who was it? I.H.A.H. I came through here with I.H.A.H. and her dagger. I was hoping to find a sword. I gave her had to scrounge a ancient Nord war axe. Because, I mean, you know, the dagger wasn't getting it done. But everyone had either great swords or axes or battle axes, which granted the war axe was actually better, you know, than just the regular sword, but did find a honed ancient Nord sword, one-handed, which was better than the battle axe. So it worked out well, but that skeleton was one of the ones that I had checked. It was like, oh yeah, let me run back up front. I think that skeleton by the door's got a sword, no war axe. I'm like, yeah, you kidding me? Oh. So, yeah, the turn undead thing, you know, it's okay as long as it's killing them. And, I mean, you know, that's just fine. But if it's going to be, you know, hack, oh no, run away, and then, you know, I'm going to end up with like 20 Draugr piled up in a corner when it wears off. It's going to be like, okay, bro, you started that war. Stop yelling, inside boys. Alright. So there is some issue here with this thing that they don't like really to pursue this Draugr up onto this thing. This dais, whatever. Unless it gets to a certain spot. And the Draugr doesn't really like to leave this area. I'm going to push you down. But this dungeon has just problems. Anyway, I do like taking followers through here, as I've said before in the intro, and probably in every single video. But I do like taking them through here because it's short. It's broken up into 3 progressive difficulty areas. This first side, you know, a handful of fairly low-level Draugr, one that can shout no matter what level you come through. At higher levels, there's 2 that can shout. A hulking Draugr will be added to that throne room, where the ceremonial war axe is. And this next section here, which has multiple levels or multiple elevations. Yeah, you've got the ground down here, you've got the ledge there, and then you've got the bridge across the top. So multiple threats, multiple levels. It's a really good test for a follower that is both ranged and melee. And got me anyway. Hey. Because you can see how they will handle elevated threats.
I'm gonna kill you.
Dead. You know, you can actually close this gate and the Draugr cannot see you. I mean, big gaping holes in it, and you know, like if one, like the one with the bow, or the the one that casts the icy projectile. If you get him on the other side of the gate and then close the gate, they won't shoot. And you're like, where'd he go? I lost him.
I'm still here.
There's an obstacle between us. My shot won't connect.
I am sworn to carry your burdens.
Have an ancient Nord hamlet.
Let's go.
Let's go. American workers. Yeah. Right. Elven shield, I'll take it even though we can't keep it. Because this is not a playthrough. This is like reload, go get somebody else. Which actually, small point of trivia, this is actually the last video. Well, can't really say that. Because I've still got the Dark Brotherhood initiates, but only those. I have done videos for everyone else, 60 some odd videos. All the followers from the base game, Dawnguard, Hearthfires, Dragonborn, except for Freya. I have not done Freya. Because you have to complete the Dragonborn quest line in order to get her, so I do take that back.
Let's get going.
And I do not have Calder.
Fine. What?
The Housecarl from Windhelm.
Will do.
Because you need to complete the Civil War, or
hey,
exactly, go do what I told you to do, or otherwise to have taken Windhelm. For the Imperials, which still amounts to concluding the Civil War. So Freya, Calder, Dark Brotherhood initiates. I believe those are the only followers that I have not acquired because us have not done a video for. And Rogi and Sven. Sven, I don't care anything for. Feindal is much better. Sven's vanilla setting is that he is 0.75 times the player's level. That's too much light. And Rogi Snotbeard, I mean, you pay off his bar tab, you know, he's a minor, that you pay off his bar tab and he'll follow you to his death. So I haven't bothered with that. So anyway, Argis the Bulwark. I did have his video already done. Nice. Until I realized that he was only set for 1.5 times the player's level, not 1.7 like everyone else. So I had to reload my level 10, just let Helgen say, go get Argis, and run through here again. So anyway, blah, blah, blabber, blabber, blabber. Very good job, very good run through here. It was what, a 16.5-minute intro. It's been 10 minutes since then, 11. Took him 11 minutes to get through the dungeon, and all we've left are 2 Draugr, which we normally leave anyway. But Housecarl, yay! Housecarls are the people to beat. You know, I mean, they are cream of the crop, tip of the top, the icing on the cake, the dancing on the lap, the right. So anyway, because they have to be. I mean, you know, I cannot imagine, you know, some of these Thanes in these holds, like Thane Breiling or Eriker, you know. Really can't imagine them having to do that player thing. And their Housecarl is just like luggage. So, you know, Housecarls have to take care of the squishy nobles and their stuff and fight off the bandits and stuff like that. Home invaders, Draugr, stuff like that, you know. So, yeah, so that's Argis the Bulwark. I mean, you know, he's going to be good by himself, like all Housecarls should be. They are even more awesome with a multi-follower mod, where you have multiple Housecarls following you through a place like this. I mean, it's just a massacre. It's almost unfair. But the fair until September anyway. So have fun.